Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Patrick Peterson with a return of 102 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 14.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, Moon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Throwing on 1st down, Moon. Forced out to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well. And in this early round, the defense wins.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 23 yards on the play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw. Moon. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Lawrence Taylor not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Operating from the gun. Moon. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Julius Peppers. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And pressure gets to him again. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Steelers set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Steps away to his left. And Davis with it left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 140. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever.
Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's 17-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return to everyone trying to...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. They'll run Tomlinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. LaDainian Tomlinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Here we go.
On first down, Moon. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Moon looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 19. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. It's caught. Beckham. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Tomlinson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll drop to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one?
And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong path.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Moon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. That's correct. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And some space here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Gets it to Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they're operating in the red zone. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First and 10. Moon looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 yards to go here on second down. Throwing now is Wentz. They set up the screened LT. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now Wentz feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 24-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 3rd down, Moon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Moon. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give him a little bit of help.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, it coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Throwing on 1st down. Moon, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Moon. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. 3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs? Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
shift together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Moon. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in.
And he will take it in for a count.